That breaking news, Bill Cosby out of prison tonight and breaking his silence.
This was not the man that I knew. This is not the man that I worked with. He may have had other faults, but he certainly was not drugging people.
What I can say is this: I wasn't there. No one was there except for the two people to know exactly what happened.
The Cosby Show was a groundbreaking series that defined a generation, but its sudden disappearance from the airwaves left many puzzled. What led to the iconic show's abrupt end? From Bill Cosby's personal scandals to broader societal shifts, there are many factors behind the fall of the sitcom. Created by Bill Cosby, Ed Weinberger, and Michael J. Leon, the show first aired on NBC on September 20th, 1984, and ran until April 30th, 1992. It was revolutionary because it focused on the Huxtable family, an upper-middle-class African-American household in Brooklyn, New York, at a time when most television shows relied heavily on stereotypes about black families. The Huxtables, led by Dr. Heathcliff Huxtable, a respected doctor, and his wife Claire, a successful lawyer, challenged those outdated portrayals by showing a version of African-American life that was positive, uplifting, and aspirational. The show not only entertained audiences with comedy but also became a cultural symbol of excellence and family values. Cosby based the idea on his own family life and stand-up material, aiming to represent everyday African-American experiences without falling into negative tropes. His vision was to create a show that was fun, educational, and meaningful, offering role models that viewers could admire. Development began in the early 1980s, when producers Marcy Carsey and Tom Werner sought Cosby to help launch their new production company. Initially, Cosby suggested a working-class family with a limousine driver father and an electrician mother, but after consulting with his wife Camille, he decided to portray a more affluent family instead, a doctor and a lawyer, thereby presenting a rare image of black success on television. Another groundbreaking decision was to film in New York City rather than Los Angeles, which gave the show a sense of authenticity and urban energy. Exterior shots of the Huxtable home were taken from a brownstone townhouse in Manhattan's Greenwich Village, further grounding the show in a real-life setting. Cosby remained deeply involved in writing, production, and casting, ensuring that the humor reflected genuine life experiences and that the show maintained consistently high level of quality throughout its run. The pilot episode of The Cosby Show was filmed in May 1984, setting the stage for what would become one of the most iconic sitcoms in television history. The series centered on the Huxtable family, an upper-middle-class African-American household living in Brooklyn, New York. Bill Cosby starred as Dr. Heathcliff Huxtable, an obstetrician, while Felicia Rashad played his wife, Claire, a lawyer. Together they raised 5 children: Sandra, Denise, Theo, Vanessa, and Rudy, though in the pilot they initially had only 4, with Sandra later added to reflect the success of raising a college graduate. Sabrina LaBeouf was cast as Sandra, though the role had originally been considered for Vanessa Williams, who had just been crowned Miss America, and Whitney Houston, who declined the role of Denise to pursue her music career. The pilot drew heavily from Cosby's 1983 comedy film Bill Cosby himself, incorporating parts of his stand-up routines, and it also featured different set designs from later episodes, with changes made to match the evolving style of the series. Early on, Cosby's character was even called Clifford before being renamed Heathcliff. The show mixed humor with meaningful lessons, offering a positive portrayal of African-American family life that was rare on television at the time. Its talented cast, Cosby and Rashad as the parents, and Sabrina LaBeouf, Lisa Bonet, Malcolm Jamal Warner, Tempest Bledsoe, and Keisha Knight Pulliam as the children, brought warmth, intelligence, and charm to the Huxtables, creating a family dynamic that resonated with audiences. Across its 8-season run in 201 episodes, The Cosby Show consistently delivered quality storytelling while addressing serious social issues like education, relationships, and personal struggles with both sensitivity and humor. Its success was unprecedented, topping Nielsen ratings for 5 consecutive years from 1985 to 1990, a feat only shared with All in the Family, and revitalizing the sitcom genre while lifting NBC's ratings. Beyond its dominance in the U.S., the show also became an international hit, proving that its themes of family, love, and success were universal. The Cosby Show resonated with audiences worldwide because of its universal themes of family, love, and determination, making it one of the most globally successful sitcoms of its time. Beyond its massive ratings, the show earned numerous accolades, including the People's Choice Award for Favorite Comedy Program every year except 1991, and 3 Golden Globes, with Bill Cosby himself winning Best Actor in a Comedy or Musical Series in 1985 and 1986. The series also earned 29 Primetime Emmy nominations and won 6, cementing its reputation as both a ratings powerhouse and a critical favorite. Its influence extended far beyond television. Cliff Huxtable's colorful sweaters became a fashion trend, and the show sparked meaningful conversations about race, family, and education. However, its legacy was later overshadowed by scandals involving Bill Cosby. Beginning in the 2010s, dozens of women came forward with accusations of sexual misconduct, many of which had gone unacknowledged for decades until comedian Hannibal Buress reignited public attention in 2014. The accusations, which eventually involved more than 60 women, severely damaged Cosby's public image. In 2015, he was charged with aggravated indecent assault against Andrea Constand, a former Temple University employee. His first trial in 2017 ended in a mistrial, but in 2018 he was convicted and sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison, though the Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturned his conviction in 2021 on procedural grounds. Despite his release, the damage to both Cosby's reputation and the show's legacy was permanent. Networks like TV Land, Bounce TV, and Centric pulled the show from syndication, and streaming services also distanced themselves, greatly reducing its visibility. Once celebrated as a cultural milestone, The Cosby Show now exists in a complicated legacy, hailed for its groundbreaking portrayal of African-American family life, yet tarnished by the downfall of its creator. Although The Cosby Show remains missing from major streaming platforms like Netflix and Hulu, reflecting the entertainment industry's reluctance to be associated with Bill Cosby after the allegations against him, its cultural legacy is still studied by scholars and critics who acknowledge its groundbreaking influence on media and race relations. Behind the scenes, however, the relationships among cast members were as complex as the storylines on screen. Lisa Bonet, who played Denise Huxtable, often clashed with Cosby due to her free-spirited personality and desire to take on more mature roles. Her appearance in the film Angel Heart, which contained explicit content, conflicted with the family-friendly image of the show, leading to a temporary removal and the creation of the spin-off A Different World. Despite this, tensions persisted, and Bonet was eventually let go in 1991. By contrast, Felicia Rashad, who portrayed Claire Huxtable, frequently praised Cosby for maintaining a professional and supportive work environment, and even after his legal troubles emerged, she continued to stand by him, a loyalty that sparked criticism and complicated her public image. Malcolm Jamal Warner, Theo Huxtable, expressed gratitude for Cosby's mentorship, but admitted that the scandals deeply tainted the show's legacy, a sentiment shared by other cast members. Keisha Knight Pulliam, Rudy Huxtable, described Cosby as a father figure who nurtured a career, making the revelations about his misconduct especially painful. Despite this, she built a strong career of her own, including roles in projects like Tyler Perry's House of Pain. Meanwhile, Cosby's journey after the show turned turbulent. In the 2010s, dozens of women accused him of misconduct, leading to his 2018 conviction and a prison sentence of 3 to 10 years. Though his conviction was overturned in 2021 on procedural grounds, his reputation remains irreparably damaged. Since his release, Cosby has largely stayed out of the public eye, focusing on legal matters while reportedly planning a return to performing through a book and documentary. Felicia Rashad, on the other hand, has continued to thrive in both acting and academia, appearing in acclaimed projects such as the Creed film series and This Is Us, and serving as Dean of the College of Fine Arts at Howard University until May 2024, where she earned recognition for her dedication to nurturing young artists and her commitment to the arts. Felicia Rashad's contributions to theater and film have earned her numerous prestigious honors, including 2 Tony Awards, solidifying her reputation as one of the most respected figures in the entertainment industry. Lisa Bonet, who played the free-spirited Denise Huxtable, went on to have a diverse career after The Cosby Show. Although she briefly starred in the spin-off A Different World, she departed due to creative differences and later built a resume that included roles in films such as High Fidelity and the television series Ray Donovan. Her personal life also drew attention, particularly her marriage to actor Jason Momoa, which ended in divorce in 2024. though she continues to be admired for her distinctive style and acting talent. Malcolm Jamal Warner, who portrayed Theo Huxtable, has sustained a steady career in both acting and music, appearing in series like Suits, The Resident, and American Crime Story, while also releasing music albums and performing spoken word. He has often expressed gratitude for the opportunities The Cosby Show gave him, even as he acknowledges the shadow cast by the controversies surrounding Bill Cosby. Tempest Bledsoe, remembered as Vanessa Huxtable, pursued a quieter career path, hosting her own talk show and taking roles in projects such as Guys with Kids and Family Reunion. She has been in a long-term relationship with actor Daryl M. Bell, with whom she has kept her private life out of the spotlight, while continuing to demonstrate her versatility as an actress. Keisha Knight Pulliam, who played the youngest Huxtable, Rudy, has also remained active in the industry. She starred in several of Tyler Perry's productions, including House of Pain, and appeared on reality shows such as Celebrity Big Brother. Beyond acting, Pulliam has embraced business ventures, married fellow actor Brad James, and welcomed their second child in 2023, all while maintaining her status as a beloved figure whose talent and charm have kept her relevant across generations.